isang hinangaan ko talaga sa kanyang leadership was the fact that he really stood up to the then untouchable figures in our country. Nabanggit ko naman kanina, sa tingin ko pinakamalaking problema ng Pilipinas ay hindi corruption sa gobyerno, kung hindi ang oligarkiya. Ask then Mayor PRRD sa napatunayan niya sa Davao, sa suporta ng public sa kanya, bakit hindi siya tumakbo sa national. At ang sagot niya at that time was baka aawayin daw siya ni De Lima, who was then Secretary of Justice. At in more broad terms, sabi niya na the country is not yet ready for a leader like him on the national stage.
Yeah.
And when it was first floated that he will run in 2015 for the presidency of 2016, I could already see that he is gonna win because nakita ko yung reception ng tao sa kanya sa time that I spent in Davao in 2013. And noong pa lang, sinabi ko sa aking ina na dapat maging supportive siya sa eventual administration ni PRRD. And I'm thankful that I had the chance to see that up close. At kung pwede kong ipaliwanag sa ating mga kaibigan na hindi naman DDS, ano yung magandang legasiya ni PRRD sa bansa? It was that yung ibang mga untouchable na negosyante sa Pilipinas ay sa panahon niya sumuporta sa mga programa ng gobyerno, nagbayad ng buwis at hindi gumawa ng mga maling ginagawa dahil takot sila sa strong leader in our country at the time. And it was a time when I can say the country was not ruled by the oligarchy.
Kaya ko rin naman natanong kasi nag-OJT ka sa kanya and yung first time na nakatungtong ka sa Congress, binangga mo kagad yung mga malalaki at malalakas eh. So is it safe to say na meron siyang inspirasyon mo siya sa klase ng trabaho na ginagawa mo ngayon sa Congress?
Well, I think that to be politically realistic, you have to get a sense of what is achievable in the current landscape. And the fact that the majority of Filipinos, according to surveys, maybe up to 80% of Filipinos are unsatisfied with the current state of the country. So, kung long shot ang mga pinapanawagan natin ngayon, then mas mahirap na bumangga sa way things are. Pero the fact that we can see that 80% of the country is unsatisfied with the way things are, and yet only a small percent of the people in government are willing to say these things in public, then it is more a reason for the things that are not being said to be said for those that have the chance to say so.